Hello everybody out there in Stevenage. It is good to see you. I am here with myself, Aidan, and my good mother. How are you, mother?
I'm fine, thank you, Aidan. How are you?
Very well. It's lovely to see you.
And you, sweetheart.
We're going to have a little chat about our time at the Gordon Craig Theatre, but we're not alone. We've got a good friend to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the producer and director, Chris Jordan.
Oh, well, I just wanted to see you both because we're not going to get a chance to see each other in the flesh this year, which is a real shame.
Oh, no, it's lovely to see you, Chris.
And you. And I'm here in my little office in my house with those dwarfs on the back, the 7 dwarfs, and lots of pictures of shows. And
this is me here of my what was this show again?
Beauty and the Beast last year.
Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, so it's I don't know about you. Well, I can probably guess it's the same as me. I mean, I've been producing pantos for 27 years now and been involved in them longer than that, 31 years. And this is my first Christmas off. But we are not going to miss it, aren't we?
Oh, it's so weird. It is just so, it's the only word I can think. It's weird because it's something that, as you say, all three of us have been doing for a long time. I mean, I've been doing it longer than you two guys. And all the things that other people do as a build up to Christmas, we don't do because we normally just get the day off. You know, we stop for Christmas, we go to wherever we're going, we have the turkey, we come back and carry on working. So it's really weird being part of the preparing Christmas brigade. It's very odd. And of course, missing people, you know, missing lovely casts.
I think that's the thing. We miss people, don't we? And I always say to the casts on the first day, it's still, even after having done it for so long, it still amazes me that we stand there in a room, many of whom have not met each other before, and we have nothing but a script and a lot of people, and literally within 10 days we're opening a fully fledged, spectacular musical, like a sort of large-scale musical, really. And honestly, if I think about it too much, it scares me because I don't quite know how we achieve it, but we always seem to, don't we?
I mean, I totally agree. You are doing a 2-act major musical and all that involves, plus all the pantomime elements as well. And it all happens miraculously in such a short space of time.
So we're all very experienced. So how does it happen? What do you think? Why do you think? I mean, it's a sort of an alchemy that happens usually round about the Wednesday or Thursday, where suddenly what was a disparate group of people and a few words on a page suddenly turns into something really quite magical.
Well, I think what people probably don't realize is that when you're rehearsing, it's not just one set of people in a room. There are about 4 or 5 different places, and one person will be doing songs in that one. Aidan and I'll be working out how to do slosh in another. The boy and girl will be working out how to do a love duet. There'll be dance rehearsals. All of these things happen independently for the first 2 or 3 days, and it's only like about the evening of the Wednesday that suddenly you meet people you've not seen since the Monday morning. You've forgotten what they were like, and things start to come together. And then, I mean, what terrifies us, Aidan and I, as actors, is the fact that we have this horrendous sort of Damocles known as the producer's run, which happens on the Saturday morning at the end of the first week, at which point we're supposed to know it all, know all the routines, know all the harmonies, and do a full production.
I love that Saturday. I quite enjoy the Saturday because you know, we don't see what the dancers do. We don't see what, you know, we don't hear everybody's songs. No. And then we all, as an entire group, we turn up on day one, we sit in that big circle, we don't really know each other, and then we all leave for a week, and then we come back on the Saturday, and then we all get to see what we've all been working on and how it all knits together, which must be pretty, you know, special for you as well, Chris, because you're involved in it all, and then it all comes together.
And I absolutely agree with you, Aidan, because it's that first run, which is often the first time the dancers or the juves or the chaperones even, and certainly the backstage crew, they sit in the rehearsal room and they watch a kind of run. And people must understand it's without any lights or costumes. It's just in a rehearsal room. And you hear the kids laughing, and you hear things that might have germinated in my brain 9 months earlier. And then was a call to Aidan about, do you think you could fit inside a giant sized balloon? You know, and suddenly you look at something and you think, actually, no, that is actually very funny. But it's only reinforced when you see people's reaction to it.
And like you said, it is the little boys and girls that we have. Well, some of them are not so little, but the boys and girls that we have, and they get to watch it, and you're like, when they laugh, yeah, this is good.
They're a good barometer, aren't they?
It's almost my favourite day of the whole year, Aidan. You're almost right. Actually, my favourite day of my favourite part of the process is actually the technical week, which I know a lot of actors and stage management don't like, because they're very long days and they're very hard work and you're hanging around a lot. And what people may not realize is that we go into the theatre for the first time on sort of the Tuesday afternoon, and we painstakingly work through every single minute of the show, bringing in all the lighting and the explosions and the band and the sound effects and the smoke and the everything. So it takes probably 3 days to just work slowly through the whole show. But for me, that's the best bit, because I've been working in the rehearsal room with you guys for a week, but of course we've been working on the production for a whole year.
Yeah.
And that's when everything starts to come together visually and from the sound point of view and the actors. And I find that so satisfying, which is just as well, because it's absolutely shattering to have to do it.
Then we get to the end of that, our first rehearsal week, then our tech week, which isn't even a full week. And you think, oh, I'm exhausted now. And then you realize it's only just beginning.
You've now got to do it 100 times in front of people who paid.
Yeah.
But it's nice, because going back to what you were saying, Aidan, you get that first bit of feedback in the producers run on the Saturday. Then you get a bit of feedback, a little bit more confidence from what you find out during the text and the rehearsal, as you start to see some of the visual gags coming together. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I saw Buttman come on stage.
Buttman!
In Snow White, dressed as somebody's posterior. And
Buttman!
it's proper funny.
I said Batman, not Buttman.
Oh!
Batgirl and Batman.
I feel a bit of an I see what you mean now.
Why have you done that?
Well, I thought it'd be a bit of crack.
Yeah, stop it.
You said to take the lead and I'll bring up the rear.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I remember going back a few years now, Paul, I don't know if you remember, as Dame Doubletop in Robin Hood, if you remember, you were strapped to a rotating target.
How could I forget? With arrows being fired at me.
Having arrows fired at you while you were being turned round.
Spun round, yes.
And the first time we saw that in all its glory was at the
I never
tech.
saw it.
That's what I'm going to miss. That sort of productivity, I suppose, because in these days, in 2020, as I've kind of gone through the first week of December, I'm thinking to myself, how could we possibly have got a whole panto on I would have started rehearsals on Monday and we'd be doing a producer's run on Saturday. How could that possibly have happened? It seems like magic. And I'm going to miss that kind of focus and that sort of pressure and excitement of getting to a deadline, you know.
I think what we've got to do is we've all got to take a big breath and go, that never happened. 2021. Here we go, and not use the excuse next year. Well, it's 2 years since I've done this. I can't remember how I'm supposed to.
Well, of course, the great thing is, to use Panto parlance, very soon, 2020, well, that'll be behind us. And the good people of Stevenage haven't missed anything, because, you know, God willing, all things working out, we're literally going to be able to pick up our 2020 production of Aladdin, and we're just going to do it in 2021. Except I think we'll all be looking to celebrate like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it'll be bigger, better, more spectacular than ever before. I'm sure, because I know, as far as I'm concerned, that's what I want to make it, and I'm sure everybody feels the same.